Welcome to Shop Saturday. In between last week's episode and this week's episode, I built this table leg, and today in this video we're going to show you how I did it. So let's get started. First I started by finding the center of my 4x4. I used my speed square to make quick work of it. This is going to allow the dowel that I'm going to use to hold the 4x4 in place. Then I found the center of my 2x6. Then I had to find the spot where the 4x4 was going to sit and mark each edge of that so I could center it properly on the 2x6. And I transferred the lines to both boards for the top and bottom piece. Now it's time to make the hole for the dowel to sit in, and for that I used my Craig jig drill bit. And I find it pretty amazing how sharp these drill bits are and how easy they go through the wood. So I finished drilling this hole and then moved on to the next hole. And I've been trying to keep the shop a little cleaner, so I've been cleaning up as I go. If you've seen in the last video, you can see the importance of keeping a clean shop. And now it's on to drilling the hole in the 4x4. So we'll do this to the top and the bottom. Be careful, it's a little tricky doing it this way. As for how deep I drilled, I just kind of eyeballed it. I just had a piece of dowel, 3/8 inch dowel that I wanted to stick far enough in the 4x4 and far enough in the 2x6 to hold it still while I drilled the screws into the tops and bottom of the table leg. So we finished drilling this hole. You would think by the second time it would have been a little easier, but I had the same difficulty of keeping the board still. But once you get it pinned down, the Craig drill bit makes easy work of making the dowel hole. Anyways, we ended up managing to finish it up, and then we started to make sure we keep the shop clean by cleaning it up with the shop vac. And here we have our dowel hole. After that, I decided to do a dry fit. I learned the hole on my 2x6 was not quite deep enough, so back to using the drill bit to make a deeper hole. I decided to just drill both of them now to save time later. And now it's time for another dry fit, and this time it fits perfectly. And now for the top, same thing, fits perfect. And now we're going to attach the 4x4 to the 2x6s with some wood screws. I tried using my speed square to kind of keep the 2x6 and the 4x4 straight and square, and in the long run it was probably unnecessary. I just needed to drill the hole. So I used my Craig jig again to make a countersink because I don't have a proper countersink, but this should do the trick. And now it's time to insert the 4 wood screws into the bottom of the 2x6. I again used my speed square to try to keep the post from turning while I screwed the wood screws into the bottom of the 2x6. And I used my rigid impact driver to sink the screws into the 2x6. I only inserted the first one halfway so that I could make sure the pole was square before inserting the rest of them. And what a difference it makes having an impact driver as opposed to a regular drill. I remember being a kid and using a regular drill and constantly stripping the screws out, and it was so frustrating. I absolutely love my impact driver. So then I had to do the same thing with the other side for the bottom. And the good thing about doing table legs is this may only be my first time making table legs, but this is my 4th time doing this process. So it's getting easier and easier with every time I've done it. So hopefully the next time it'll even be that much. And believe it or not, I did manage to check for square, and we are good. So now on to the Y bracing for the table legs to the table base. I used my Craig jig again to make countersink holes. And I put 2 in each of the table legs. And it's very important not to get overzealous with it, as these do go through the boards very easily, just like you can see by that hole there. And then I took my wood screws and attached the Y bracing to the 4x4. So it really snugged it right in place there. So now I had to attach the 2x6 to the Y bracing, and I made countersink holes in the bottom of the 2x6 and attached the 2x6 to the 2x4 by sinking wood screws into them. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down in the comment section below. Here's the finished legs. I just got to finish staining them. And then also don't forget to subscribe because we're going to be finishing up a few other projects we've been working on. Thanks for watching.